Just looking for a place to park my car. I didn't want to walk too far. Back to you, back to you. Residence parking is a good idea, especially if you live round here, as you do, as you do. I can't turn left and I can't turn right. The petrol's low and the jam is tight. What to do? What to do? Car stink, says a cardboard sign, but I've a freshener that smells of pine. He must mean you, he must mean you. Praying that the lights will turn to green before some oik cleans my windscreen. Go away, please go away. I bought you flowers and the chocolates you like, but you've gone to the pub with a guy on a mountain bike. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Just looking for a place to park my car. I didn't want to walk too far away from you, away from you, away from you, away from you.
Great. What's that?
Over to Riggy.
So, I don't know how many. I think a lot of you are friends on Facebook. Yesterday was a kind of a sad anniversary for me. It was my late wife's birthday. So here's a little Irish song that mentions her by name. Very sad. Hope I don't bring you down. When true lovers meet down beside the clear fountain, when true lovers meet down beside the green spray, when Mary, fond Mary, she says unto her true love, you have stolen my young heart on the banks of the Lee. For I loved her very dearly, most truly and sincerely. There was no one in this wide world I loved more than she. Every bush and every bower, every blooming Irish flower reminds me on my Mary on the banks of the Lee. Don't stay out too late, love, on the moorlands, my Mary. Don't stay out too late, love, on the moorlands for me. It's little was my notion when we parted by the ocean that we were forever parting on the banks of the Lee. I loved her very dearly, most truly and sincerely. There was no one in this wide world I loved more than she. Every bush and every bower, every blooming Irish flower reminds me on my Mary on the banks of the Lee. I'll pull my love some roses, some blooming Irish roses. I'll pull my love some roses, the fairest to see, and I'll place them on the graveside of my own dear darling Mary, in that cold and silent grave where she sleeps 'neath the dew. I loved her very dearly, most truly and sincerely. There was no one in this wide world I loved more than she. Every bush and every bower, every blooming Irish flower reminds me on my Mary on the banks of the Lee.
Beautiful, Riggy.
I think that's the Lee in Cork.
Gorgeous.
Lovely.
Many's a lee that flows to the sea. So it's over to Pete and Maggie.
I get to go.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. This is one of Maggie's songs, and in different times we were doing it in the band. All the men folks sang this, but can't do that. So you see our combs, you see our shoes, you come to ask, were we like you? Full fathom 5 we were alive, we are King Harry's men. We went down with the Mary Rose, it's not the tomb we would have chose. The harbour mud with our guns and bows, we are King Harry's men. We blessed our bread, they blessed our guns, they blessed our widows and our sons. They blessed our bones, they brought ashore, we are King Harry's men. We've no papish idols by decree, and if you found our rosary beads, they were pressed on us by our mother's hands, we are King Harry's men. We went down with our ratting dog, tools, dice and fiddles, fire logs, golden angels in the purser's chest, we are King Harry's men. Across the harbour, more great ships bear missiles with titanium tips. Young men on board, on deck below, we are King Harry's men. As you are now, so once were we, who lay so long below the sea. We'd have shot you at our master's will, we are King Harry's men.
Good job, Pete.
So,
Yeah. We had, well, one miserable and one silly. I think after that we'll have silly.
Riggy, I think you used to sing this one or play this one
Oh, okay. Well, that was so lovely.
many
Ricky.
years ago.
Did you take that beautiful picture, by the way, that you put on Facebook? I was assuming you did.
Which one?
The Pre-Raphaelite one of Mary.
No, it's a long story, but I didn't.
Oh, I'll be darned. Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. And so was the song. So okay, over to frivolous. Also, this damp weather is playing a bit of havoc with this thing's tuning. It keeps changing its mind. It'll have to do. Come, won't you walk with me, Griselda, wearing your dress that moonlight shines through? I am a sad and lonely boy, since your mother said I couldn't see you.
Slipping through the woods in the dark of the night, going to the moon up yonder. Oh, Lady Moon, won't you shine your silver light? Lead me to my Griselda.
Do you recall last night, Griselda, learning the lessons nature taught us, watching the fish jump in the lake? It was lovely till your mother caught us,
Slipping through the woods in the dark of the night, going to the moon up yonder. Oh, Lady Moon, won't you shine your silver light? Lead me to my Griselda.
Moonflower vine upon your window gives me a foothold for my climbing. I've got a rowboat on the lake, the fish are up and all the stars are shining.
Slipping through the woods in the dark of the night, going to the moon up yonder. Oh, Lady Moon, won't you shine your silver light? Lead me to my Griselda.
I've got a jug of wine, Griselda, why must you waste your time in sorrow? Hold out your hand and have no fear, if we're caught I'll marry you tomorrow.
Slipping through the woods in the dark of the night, going to the moon up yonder. Oh, Lady Moon, won't you shine your silver light? Lead me to my Griselda. Slipping through the woods in the dark of the night, going to the moon up yonder. Oh, Lady Moon, won't you shine your silver light? Lead me to my Griselda.
Yay.
I love that song.
Antonia Stanford, I forgot to say, who's
Yeah.
written several songs I wish I'd written.
Well,
Over to David. So where are you tonight? Where are you, and where's your background?
The background is from Shetland. A beach in Shetland.
And you're physically tonight, are you? Where?
Physically, I'm still in Yorkshire.
You're just, okay, right.
Yeah, afraid so. So, yeah, beyond the pale. I understand.
Nothing wrong with Yorkshire.
No, I'm watching Pete leaving.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Judith.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Nothing wrong with Yorkshire. My
No,
God.
nothing wrong with it at all. I
Where
love
are
living
you?
here.
Just to
Ilkley.
fetch coffee, not 'cause of
Ilkley. Fantastic, Ma
Yeah, yeah.
Bartat. Fantastic.
Indeed.
I'm glad you can hear me. Okay.
This is a song which has a Yorkshire connection as well. It also has a connection with the fact that the last song was silly, and the fact that Bernard has sung a song about parking. And I have changed my mind about what I was going to sing because of that. I thought I would try to keep in step with everything that is going on. And we've just passed Whitsun, of course, so you'll recognise the tune. Now for 21 summer times, each August I'd ride to partake of the folk festival up by Whitby tide. And it's oft times that I many hours would bide in the tap and spile, now called the station. Now I can't move so nimbly as my limbs should allow. I can't dash down the Khyber Pass along to the plough. Up those steep cobbled streets I tread carefully now, as I stagger back from the endeavour. Our pockets are empty, for the beer won't come free, for the sessions to sing at or guest artists go see. And if you rent for the week, you're a second mortgagee. Booking long years ahead, it's a battle. For the petrol's not cheap, whether Derv or lead-free, howe'er you might travel, by land or by sea. And if the bridge fails, new parts come from high Germany, while you're stuck for long hours on the far side. For if you go to the Fleece, you'll be stranded all day, 'cause around Middle-earth it's all pay and display. And if you can't pay, you'll be clamped or towed away. So you drive many miles around to find parking. Well, it's all very well, park and ride to suggest, but the finishing times leave me less than impressed. So we take to our bikes for the streets to congest, and the Tour de France ends up in Whitby, taking over green farmlands. It brings in the cash for the tourism bosses who don't give a dash. Folk Week is the loser when it comes to the splash, but you can park free if you're with the regatta. Well, it should all be so different if you stay B&B on the edge of the cliff. You can park in the sea. For to park on the streets, it's a real lottery. You know where you can stuff your damned scratch card. Now there's straight double yellow lines round those parking bays on the ups and the downs where we parked in yon days. And the seagull-eyed wardens never cease to amaze. Up in Scarborough Fair, I mean Whitby, yet we remember once parking in Whitby, but now there's no more parking in Whitby. Yeah. Did warn you.
I believe that the Shetland Islands used to have an amazing folk festival, and it was partially paid for by oil money. They had a huge amount of grants, so they had amazing acts brought over. I know the Fabulous Salami Brothers went over to do it. Like, they're relatively cheap, I'm sure, but compare, but the lineup was amazing. That was all based on oil money. So the modern world occasionally drips into the folk world. Okay. So over to Judith now. Where is Judith tonight?
You can hear me now, can't you? Yeah, I can't hear you now.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
We're all muted. That's why.
Oh, don't mute. Oh, unmute. No, I mean, this is tonight. I've come on for the first time, and I wanted to just have a gawp and a listen. And I just wanted to check that there weren't rules where you can't play a guitar or a banjo or a squeeze box or anything like that, because there's a reason for that. The that competition thing where you have to you have to be unaccompanied. But I realise that that's not a rule tonight, and I'll be happy to come on another week and play and sing something.
Okay, yeah, I think you're talking about Trad to Mad, which
I am.
Is a different thing entirely. Obviously.
Well, okay, because it's associated with Islington Folk Club. I thought maybe the rules still applied to that the same, you know.
Yeah, I think yeah. No.
Okay, fine. That's good.
That was they're purely to make it simple for that competition, because otherwise it could get silly very easily. Okay, and also to encourage unaccompanied singing. Okay.
Well, that's good. Now I've got an idea about the rules. And so,
okay, well, thank you, and see you. Well, you'll be here tonight listening.
And we're not being Ewan McCall, so we can't play like songs from America or anything like that.
Oh no, you can do anything you like.
Good.
Okay.
I know you do. I know you do.
Over to Jim then.
Okay.
I loved your song, David. It reminded me of a Yorkshireman friend of mine who gave me a definition of a Yorkshireman as a Scotsman with all the generosity taken out.
Yeah, we weathered that one plenty of times. Don't worry, Jim. I'm not insulted by that.
I'll have to try harder.
You'll have to try much harder. In any case, I only live in Yorkshire. I wasn't born here.
Well, I'm not going to make any comment about that in case I upset someone else.
No, you won't upset. I'll shut up.
This is a Liz Simcox song. Oh, hang on. Rain on my window, dried in the night. So far today, it's fine and bright. Down by the shoreline, the water's so clear. It's colder than it should be this time of year. Did I tell you that I walked along the coast to Sana Bay? Did I tell you that I didn't see the soul all day? Did I say how long I stood there, gazing at the view? Did I tell you that I miss you? 'Cause by the way I do. Days here are longer, it's quiet at night. I'm sleeping like a baby, waking with the light. I should have come here sooner, I put it off somehow. It's just what I've been needing for a long time now. Did I tell you there are house martins nesting in the eaves, diving from the shadows, surfing on the breeze? Come winter they'll be leaving, and I'll be long gone too. Did I tell you that I miss you? 'Cause by the way I The day we walked from here to the singing sands at Cantra that cold New Year. It was further than we'd reckoned, but worth it in the end. I'm thinking if the weather will hold, I'll go that way again. Did I tell you that I drove down to the lighthouse yesterday? The wind, it was so strong that I was nearly blown away. Did I tell you that I miss you? And I've been thinking of you. Did I tell you that I love you? 'Cause by the way I do. By the way I do.
Beautiful. Did you write that, Jim?
No, it's Liz Simcoe.
Gorgeous song.
Well, we're very lucky tonight to catch Wendy in, because in her busy social life, sort of down in Hackney.
Down in Hackney.
Yeah, Wendy, over to you.
Okay, so Judith, this proves just how far you don't have to be singing a song or playing a guitar. This is nothing like a folk song, although it sort of sounds folky to me. Anyway, it's a song by Billy Joel. Okay. In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense. And every time I've held a rose, it seems I only felt the thorns. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence makes you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. And this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. So I would choose to be with you, if that's the choice were mine to make. But you must make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows.
Like most people know that I am a world expert on folk music, and sort of because I say this because I can see Martin Nail and Sheila Miller aren't here, so and it's all folk music to me. So I'm going to hand over to Roger. Roger, are you there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, give us a bit of sound. Yeah.
Yep. There. Thank you. Excuse me. Evening, everyone. This is a song I heard Tom Rush sing years ago. I only saw him once. Fantastic. It's got a lot of words, but the upside, it's only got 2 chords. So there we go. Okay. Cain standing in the fields, getting old and red. Lot of misery in Georgetown, 3 men lying dead. Joshua, head of the government, said strike for better pay. Cane cutters are striking, Joshua gone away. Joshua gone Barbados, staying in a big hotel. People on St. Vincent got many sad tales to tell. Sugar mill owner told the strikers, don't need no cut my cane, bring another bunch of fellas, strike will be all in vain. Get a bunch of tough fellas, bring them up from Zion Hill, bring them a bus down to Georgetown, you know somebody's gonna get killed. Sonny Child, the overseer, swear he's an ignorant man. Walking through the cane field, he's got a pistol in his hand. But Joshua gone to Barbados, like he don't know. People on the island, they got no place to go. Please give protection to new fellas cutting cane. Strikers, they can't do nothing, strike me all in vain. Sonny Child curses strikers, wave his pistol round and round. Beat Sonny with a cutlass, beat him to the ground. There's a lot of misery in Georgetown. Hear the women bawl, Joshua gone Barbados, you know he don't care at all. Cane in the fields, getting old and red. Sonny Child in the hospital, got a pistol by his bed. Oh, I wish I'd go to England, Trinidad or Curacao. People on the island, they got no place to go. With Joshua gone to Barbados, staying in a big hotel. People on St. Vincent got many sad tales to tell. Many sad tales to tell.
Jill, before we get you on, I want to make certain I've got in contact with Ed. Are you there?
Muted. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you. You're on after Jill, who's next.
Okay, grand.
Okay. So yeah, okay, right, bye. Over to Jill.
Right, well, this is a short one. This is I think it's a music hall song, and it's one my grandma used to sing. I've never heard anybody else sing it, so anyway. Oh dear, whatever shall I do? I've hopped the wag from school, but what's the use of going if me brains are made of wool? Least that is what me teacher says, and I suppose it's true, 'cause when I go she canes me, so I wouldn't go there, would you? Wait till I get hold of them, I'll let them see. They may try, but they won't get hold of me. I may look very simple, but I know a jolly lot. And when I fetch me mother, won't she let them have it hot? Last week me teacher caned me, and I showed me mother how. And then she came to school with me, and didn't she cause a row? She simply pulled her teacher's hair and beat her with the cane, all because I'd had a hander. Well, she won't do that again. Wait till I get hold of them, I'll let them see. They may try, but they won't get hold of me. I may look very simple, but I know a jolly lot. And when I fetch me mother, won't she let them have it hot? The hand, I smacked on the hand, I think.
When I was really small, I remember that we were reading Janet and John books, and I didn't know there was this word which was N-O-W, and I didn't know what it spelled, so I went up to ask the teacher, and she says I'd asked her before, and she slapped my leg. I can remember it now. And I still, it's a great mystery as to how N-O-W spells the word now. And, you know, sort of, like, you know, sort of, I've almost forgiven her, but I'm not certain.
There was
over to Ed.
There was a guy who used to live on the island with us. He's died, but he was a teacher all his life, and he'd be 70 odd. And we went to a funeral, and he said to me, he said, you know, I've on the whole, I've had a good life. He said, but the one thing I regret is the number of children I unnecessarily hit. And he said, my only excuse is they trained us to do it. It's horrific. And I mean, I remember when I was a kid at home, and we went down to Salford to friends of the family, and there's a school there, and it had a sandstone block outside the school, and it had like a hollow worn in the front of the sandstone block. And apparently the kids used to rub their hands on the sandstone block to rub the dirt off their hands before they went into the classroom, because if they didn't, they'd be caned. And I mean, some of the houses they were coming from had very limited supplies of water. And in any case, you know, they had to run all the way to get there. And yeah, it's horrific. I mean, this principle that if you beat a child senseless, it'll have learned something. Well, it has. It's learned. That song proves it. It learned a lot. You know, your granny definitely had the right idea. You know, if the teacher hits you, hit them back. You know, it's the only way to go. Anyway, sorry after all that. Right. Yes, let me see. Oh yeah, we're not long after the date of Waterloo. I can never remember it, 15th, 16th or what of June, but I'll sing a song for poor Napoleon. We paid in hell since Moscow burned, as Cossacks to arrows piece by piece. Our dead are strewn 100 leagues, and death would be a sweet release. And our grand army, dressed in rags, a starving, frozen beggar band. Like rats, we steal each other's scraps and fall to fighting hand to hand. Save my soul from evil, Lord, and heal this soldier's heart. I'll trust in thee to keep me, Lord. I am done with Bonaparte. Such dreams he made for us to dream. Spanish skies, Egyptian sand. The world was ours. We marched upon our little corporal's command. And I lost an eye at Austerlitz. The sabre slash still gives me pain. My one true love awaits me still. She's the flower of the Aquitaine. Save my soul from evil, Lord, and heal this soldier's heart. I'll trust in thee to keep me, Lord, for I'm done with Bonaparte. And I pray for her that prays for me a safe return to my belle France. We pray this war would end all wars, for in war we know is no romance. And I pray our child will never see our little corporal again. Point unto a foreign shore and captivate the hearts of men. Save my soul from evil, Lord, and heal this soldier's heart. I'll trust in thee to keep me, Lord. I am done with Bonaparte.
Great, Ed. That's the Lament for the Books.
Hmm?
The tune is the Lament for the Books.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes,
That's
it's
interesting. I learned the song from Neve Parsons, but I don't know anything about it at all. If you can tell me, I'd be delighted. Other than
yeah, it's a tune that was written because this priest was bringing a boatload of books to one of the Aran Islands, and the boat overturned. The priest made it, but the books were all lost, and that was the tune that was written for that event.
It's a great tune for a lament for books. A lot to be said for it.
Yeah. Over to John. Are you there with your fiddle?
Oh, right. This is a Border Pipes tune. Border Pipes only have a range of an octave plus one note. It's called the Bonnie Miller. Oh, I have to remember the foot. I have to remember how to start it. No.
Excellent. Now, over to Nick. Song from Nick, is it?
Thank you. Yeah. So I had two potential songs for this. In case somebody else had done a murder ballad, but nobody has. So we'll do a murder ballad. This is from the singing of Nick Jones. It's a traditional broadside, but I believe it's his tune. Miles Weatherhill was a Christian weaver, and at Todmorden he did dwell. He fell in love with a handsome maiden, the parson's servant Sarah Bell. It was at Todmorden these true lovers, at the parson's house their love did tell. And none in the world would be more constant than Miles Weatherhill and Sarah Bell. But they were parted, broken-hearted, separated were these lovers far. These constant lovers adored each other, and love will penetrate through iron bars. They would have married, tales were carried, which caused displeasure as you shall hear. Miles was refused to meet his lover, and she left Todmorden, Lancashire. She left her true love broken-hearted, and to her mother at York did go. And o'er the distance they were parted, caused sorrow and grief and pain and woe. All through his sadness, Miles and madness, he made a deep and a solemn vow. Separated from his own true lover, he'd be revenged on Parson Plough. For loaded pistols, a fit of frenzy, Miles to the vicarage he did go. With a weapon, and with a weapon wounded the master, and he shot the maiden named Jane Smith. To the lady's chamber rage and anger, bent on destruction, intent to kill, he took a poker and he beat her till crimson blood on the floor did spill. If Miles and Sarah had not been parted, those in the grave would be living now, and Miles would not have died on the gallows for slaying the servant and Parson Plough. At the early age of 23, in the shade below where the worms do dwell, come all young people and consider Miles Weatherhill and Sarah Bell. Thank you.
Just a jollier. W9, W9. Everyone rides on the W9, W9, W9. Everyone rides on the W9. I took the bus to Enfield town. I knew my love wouldn't let me down. We walked and talked about things, this and that, and in the park held hands and sat. W9, 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 W9. Everyone rides on the W9. I took the bus to Winchmore Hill. If eyes were knives, then looks could kill. I knew that I had done her wrong. I'd left my love for far too long. W9, W9. Everyone rides on the W9, W9, W9. Everyone rides on the W9. I took the bus to Chase Farm. The nurse said love could do no harm. She mopped my brow and made me tea and said that some things had to be. W9, W9. Everyone rides on the W9, W9, W9. everyone rides on the W9. I took the bus to the Southgate train. Some wait and wait and wait in vain. Love may come where'er it roam, or hail and ride the last bus home. W9, W9, everyone rides on the W9. W9, W9, everyone rides on the W9. Cha-cha-cha.
Great.
Where does the W9 go to, Bernard?
Well, it goes from Chase Farm, sort of hospital, and it goes to the Southgate train. And then it goes from the Southgate train to Chase Farm. And it does that all day long for you and for me. But I am writing a new bus, a song called the 456, which goes from Cruise Hill to the Middlesex Hospital.
Honestly, TfL have missed a trick not commissioning you to.
Absolutely.
Well, I've got some like 5 of the buses in songs. I'm working my way through them. But,
Can you do one for the 73?
Wondering if we could commission you.
I have a story element. I quite like to ride them before I write a song about them. I can't sort of do it.
You have to be inspired by them.
It's quite a personal thing.
The 73 is a good
over
Yeah,
to Riggy. I'm sure California's got some good buses.
Absolutely. You should write a song about it.
The W9 sounds like a postal code, and in the US, it's a tax form for filing your tax.
No. I used to live in W9.
Oh. See how evocative the song is, Bernard.
It's gone.
Yeah, actually, you don't want to sing that in the US then, because they'll think it means something totally different. It's quite worrying.
Over to Riggy.
Okay. This one I sang a lot back in the day when I used to come to London. Bill Caddick. We were traveling north to sing and play with friends that we had never met. Been working hard and didn't sleep. The sky was gray and threatened wet. I dreamed that I saw unicorns. I dreamed I saw them wild and white. Their sudden beauty lit the world as stars would light a winter's night. Pure as love with remains of milk, they danced and pranced and cried aloud. Bright as rainbows round the stars, their eyes were soft and sad and proud. And I cursed them, and I wept for the wild and the dirty world to which this beauty now was lost, and cursed the hungry mind of man that sells the future at such cost. My head was bowed, my eyes were closed, but in my ears their voices rang, and these few words lodged deep inside, and in my very soul they sang. Here's your chorus. We never went away. You always knew that we were here. Remember how to look for us. You'll see we were always here. Sorry. I searched the skies to seek them out. The world was empty all around. The rain came tumbling from the clouds and drowned all dreams into the ground. And when they asked me why I wept like one who for his dead love mourns, the only answer I could give. I dreamed that there were unicorns. We never went away. You always knew that we were here. Remember how to look for us. You'll see we were always here. We never went away. You always knew that we were here. Remember how to look for us. You'll see we were always here. Bill Caddick, Unicorns.
Fabulous, Riggy.
Brief time that he lived in London, he used to play at the Hare and Hounds to about 15 people, 2 of whom were Ross Darling and me. It was great.
So over to Pete and Maggie.
I'll give you some room.
Okay, right. This is a song from my youth, promoting a bit of nostalgia, and I never did it in my youth. This song. Yeah. I thought I'd found an Andy Warhol connection to this song. It's a funny thing, because this is by Jackson C. Frank, and I knew he'd married a lady called Sedgwick, but it wasn't Eddie Sedgwick. Andy Warhol. He was a different E. Sedgwick, who was actually a British model, apparently. But it didn't last very long, that whole thing. Of course, there are Sandy Denny and other people singing a few of his songs when I was a young man. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues are all the same. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, babe, me and room service, where we're living a life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey, when I'm not sleeping, mama, when I'm not sleeping, you know, you'll find me crying. Try another city, baby, another town. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues come following me down. Living is a gamble, baby, loving's just the same. Wherever I have played, wherever I've thrown them dice, wherever I have played, the blues have run the game. Maybe tomorrow, honey, someplace down the line, I'll wake up older, maybe. Wake up older, mama. Wake up older, and I'll just stop all my trying. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues are all the same.
Oh, love that song, Pete.
Wonderful. Yeah. Jim, over to you. Jim Coombes. Now, where are you? Are you in Loughborough, or is my imagination?
That's all right.
Next time.
That's your imagination. Can't you see I'm away with the fairies?
Oh.
No, I'm in Glastonbury.
Oh, yeah, you're in Glastonbury.
Which is the same thing.
Yeah.
This is a song by Leslie Brickus, who isn't noted for writing folk songs, but Lonnie Donegan recorded it as the B-side to Michael Row the Boat Ashore, so I claim it's a folk song on that basis. But every verse has got its own reminder that it's a very dated song. There are lots of words that mean you've been landed in the cart, but I've found a new one better than the rest. It's a little word called lumbered, and I speaks it from the heart. When it comes to getting lumbered, I'm the best. I get L-U-M-B-R-E-D lumbered. It's enough to drive a fella round the bend. Once I found a four-leaf clover, then a lorry ran me over. So you see, I still got lumbered in the end. Like the time I crossed the gypsy's palm with silver, and he said, "There's a stranger in your life." I got L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered. When a stranger caught me with his wife, I get L-U-M-B-R-E-D lumbered. Once I won 200,000 on the pool, so I handed in my ticket, told the foreman where to stick it, and I told him that includes me bag of tools. And I got myself an house in Monte Carlo. I was getting off the train to catch the boat when I found that I was well and truly lumbered, 'cause my coupon was still in my coat. If I ever get my hands upon the idiot who wrote, "Into every life a little rain must fall," I shall get his book of poems and I'll stuff him up his throat, 'cause it seems to me as though I get it all. I get L-U-M-B-R-E-D lumbered, and my luck with women's just too rough for words. In a foursome or a twosome, guess who gets the one that's gruesome? Me address books full of really ugly birds. But I've found myself a lovely little darling, about the only bit of luck I've ever had. Took her home to meet the family and got lumbered, 'cause me darling ran off with me dad. Oh, I get L-U-M-B-R-E lumbered, and the latest folk songs make me want to spit. I wrote Dylan a long letter saying my old cat sounds better. He put music to it and it was a hit. Everywhere I go they play his flaming number. In the Chinese hit parade it's number 10. It's called L-U-M-B-R-E-D
R-E-D, lumbered. And I'm never gonna get, never gonna get, never gonna get, never gonna get, never gonna get lumbered again.
Hey.
Magic.
Over to Wendy.
Blimey. That's a hard one to follow, Jim. This actually is a folk song. It's even got a round number. Round? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, I think this is because, reminded of this because of Bernard and his sweet peas, and Jim because of your flowers in the background. So it's called The Gardener. Proud misery stands in her bower door, straight as the willow wand, and by there comes a gardener lad with a red rose in his hand, and by there comes a gardener lad with a red rose in his hand. It's you shall have my rose, fair maid, if you'll give your flower to me. From among the flowers in my garden, I'll shape a gown for thee. From among the flowers in my garden, I'll shape a gown for thee. The lily white shall be your smock, becomes your body best, the gilly flower to be your quill, and the primrose at your breast, the gilly flower to be your quill, and a primrose at your breast. Your gown shall be the scented thyme, your petticoat chamomile, your apron of the celandine, that tastes both sweet and fine. Your apron of the celandine, that tastes both sweet and fine. Your gloves shall be of the clover flower, your shoes of the Rousseau blue. I'll line them with cornflower blue, so join your love with mine. I'll line them with cornflower blue, so join your love with mine. Since you have shaped a gown for me among the summer flowers, so I will pay you back again amidst the winter showers. So I will pay you back again amidst the winter showers. New fallen snow shall be your shirt, and lie your body next. The cold black rain shall be your coat, and a wind gale at your breast. The cold black rain shall be your coat, and a wind gale at your breast. The horse that you shall ride upon shall be the weather gay, and when you come into my sight, I'll wish you were away. And when you come into my sight, I'll wish you were away.
Wow. Wow.
Over to Roger.
Thank you. To say, Jim, I thought that song was fantastic. And I'm still getting the other one you did the other time you were here, the Pat Donahue song, which I thought was, thanks for doing that. I thought it was marvellous. This is a song about Robert Johnson, but not anything like his playing, otherwise I wouldn't attempt it. Just another poor boy riding freight, playing on some heartstrings, but his playing wasn't great. Young enough to pity, old enough to hate. He was down, down, down. Across the highway, dark and cold, rising, ran with blood and gold. Jerusalem was over, he sold his soul. He was down, down, down. He was down, down, down. Here to Rosedale, Leroy sang the blues. Rocks was in his pockets, stones was in his shoes. That boy had nothing left to lose. He was down, down, down. Somewhere down the line, standing at some crossroads, the devil's close behind. Cry for a nickel, die for a dime. When you're down, down, down. And he climbed aboard one last time. Nobody saw him, everybody passed him by. When he sang the blues, the whole world cried. Took them down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down.
Really good, Roger. Really good.
Thank you.
Jill, can I just make contact with Ed? So, Ed, are you there? You in communication?
Hello, can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant.
Jill's next, and you're after Jill. Okay.
Right. Okay, Grant.
Right. Okay. This one I think Joan Baez sings. I don't sing like her, unfortunately. Oh, hard is the fortune of all womankind. She's always controlled, she's always confined, controlled by her parents until she's a wife, a prisoner to her husband the rest of her life. Oh, I'm just a poor girl, my fortune is sad. I've always been courted by the waggoner's lad. He's courted me daily, by night and by day, but now he is loading and going away. Oh, your horses are hungry, go feed them some hay. Then sit down beside me and talk while you may. Oh, my horses ain't hungry, they don't want your hay. So fare thee well, darling, I'll be on my way. Oh, your wagon needs greasing, your whip is to mend. So sit down beside me, some moments to spend. Oh, my wagon is greasy, my whip's in my hand. So fare thee well, darling, no longer to stand. Oh, I'm just a poor girl, my fortunes are sad. I've always been courted by the wagoner's lad. He's courted me daily, by night and by day. But now he is loading and going away.
Really. Over to Ed to take us up to our interval.
Well, yeah, this is
then we'll come back with John as the Angel Band. Okay.
This is very appropriate for an interval because it's and Jill just reminded me of it. I've not sung it for an awful long time, and it just reminded me of Copper Kettle. So you can put the tea on now, or produce some for Sheen if you prefer. Right, Joan Baez again. At least most of it is. Some of it is not Joan Baez. That was extra that needed to be put onto it. Get you a copper kettle and get you a copper coil. Cover with new made corn mash, and never more you'll toil. You'll just lay there by the junipers while the moon is full. Bright, sorry, watch them jugs a filling in the pale moonlight. Now, my daddy, he made whiskey, my granddad, he did too, and we ain't paid no whiskey tax since 1792. We just lay there by the junipers while the moon is bright. Watch them jugs a filling in the pale moonlight. Now make your fire of hickory, ash or oak. Don't use no green or rotten wood, or they'll get you by the smoke. You just lay there by the junipers while the moon is bright. Watch them jugs a filling in the pale moonlight. Now some folks like hard cider and some they like grape wine, but give me good rye whiskey, it'll get you every time. You just lay there by the junipers while the moon is bright. Watch them jugs a filling in the pale moonlight. Now here's a toast to your friends, a toast to mine as well. But when it comes to excisemen, why may they toast in hell? They will just lay there by the junipers while the moon is bright. Watch them jugs a filling in the pale moonlight.
Really good, Ed. Great.
Apparently the first, and I'm sure Riggy will confirm it, apparently the first whiskey tax was imposed in the States in 1792. So
You know, I don't remember back that far.
no, sorry, I thought you might.
I thought that you didn't have much history in America. You could all remember everything. Yeah. Okay. So now have an interval. Yeah, and see everyone at 9:30. I shall go into mute land myself and find my Chris. Hello, is anybody there?
I'm not.
Oh.
Hi, I'm here. Never went away.
Yeah. I think, Nick, I think you're the Angel Band, because I was partially thinking we'd get John to be the Angel Band, but John's gone out for provisions, which I was quite interested that he thought he'd be back in 3 songs' time. So yeah, maybe he's got a local store, or maybe he's just gone downstairs. So we got moved up the order.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we'll have.
Let the Angel Band take it away.
Try again. Because I have no time to breathe. So sorry.
That's all right.
You need oxygen for that thing. Look, myself and my friend Andy here would debate it. What is it?
It's a bass clarinet, Ed.
Oh, it is a bass clarinet. Okay.
Yeah.
That was one of the guesses. It's either that or a bassoon we were going.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know you managed that long. You
Trying
a
to
lot of
breathe
volume
when
there.
there's nobody else playing. I should have tried that before. I do apologise.
It was good, and while it lasted.
Yeah. If it had gone on much longer, I don't think I would have lasted.
Yeah. Okay, I should
really
do one of my Italian songs. Sicilian sunset, Black Rock Bay, clear blue water, sail away. There's a white yacht in the harbour. There's a lady in a white dress. There's white wine on the table. They're eating couscous à la pêche. Some say they're dancing, not playing by the rules, dealing Afghan opium, brought in from Istanbul. Sicilian sunset, Black Rock Bay, clear blue water, sail away. The lady says she loves me. They say they always do. There's a gun under covers. Tell me something new. Talking uncut diamonds, stolen works of art, money in funny numbers. Love won't play a part. Sicilian sunset, Black Rock Bay, clear blue water, sail away. In the Roman amphitheatre, Paul Simon plays tomorrow night. She won't even see him. She sails at first light. Black car climbs the mountain, squeals round the mountain roads. Black cloud, cold and deadly. Volcano will explode. Sicilian sunset, Black Rock Bay. They found the body. Sail away. Sicilian sunset, Black Rock Bay. Clear blue water. Sail away. Yay! Right, over to Riggy.
Really? Who would have thought so soon? Imagine a fantasy meeting of three people. Jock Stewart, Thomas Moore, and Stan Hugel. Stan Hugel is actually the shidduch. He's making the marriage possible. So it's through Stan Hugel, takes the music of Thomas Moore, Believe Me If All Those Endearing Young Charms, and the text of Jock Stewart, puts them all together and changes it to a song about immigrating to Australia. I'm leaving old Ireland, the land that I love, and I'm bound far across the sea. And I'm bound for Australia, the land of the free, where there'll be a welcome for me. So fill up your glasses and drink what you please, and whatever the damage I'll pay. So be easy and free whilst you're drinking with me. Sure, I'm a man you don't meet every day. When I board me ship for the Southern to go, she'll be looking so trim and so fine. And I'll land me aboard with me bags and me stores. From the dockside we'll cast off each line. So fill up your glasses and drink what you please, and whatever the damage I'll pay. So be easy and free whilst you're drinking with me. Sure, I'm a man you don't meet every day. To lands and we'll tow with our boys all so tight, wave a hearty goodbye to the shore, and we'll drink the last drop to our country's green lands, and the next day our heads will be sore. So fill up your glasses and drink what you please, and whatever the damage I'll pay. So be easy and free whilst you're drinking with me. Sure, I'm a man you don't meet every day. We'll then drop the tug and sheets topsails home taut, and the hands will crowd sail upon sail. With a southwester strong boys, we'll just tack along. By the morn many jibs will turn pale. So fill up your glasses and drink what you please, and whatever the damage I'll pay. So be easy and free whilst you're drinking with me. Sure, I'm a man you don't meet every day. Bound for Australia.
Okay.
We'll pick up John when we can, so when he's back from the off license or so or wherever. So over to Pete and Maggie.
Okay, sorry, I was looking for John.
Hey.
Okay, right. Bit of New Testament misery with my lovely assistant here. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Come on.
There's always them as does and them as lets 'em, for so it is and evermore shall be. It's true I was a little bit upset when Mary sat down with the company. She always was the clever one, they say she should have been a son. Will there be a paradise for such as me? They say Martha's got no riches, she's no beauty, for so it is and evermore shall be. But I give my gifts of hand and heart and duty, and honor to my God and family. She always was the clever one, they say she should have been a son. Will there be a paradise for such as me? I never wanted to be mean, didn't mean to make a scene, for so it is and evermore shall be. But all those guests and bread and wine, and we were running out of time. Bid her get up and come and serve with me. Bid her get up and come and serve with me. She always was the clever one, they say she should have been a son. Will there be a paradise for such as me? Well, Lazarus looked embarrassed by my boldness, for so it is and evermore shall be. The guest of honor calmed it down and told us that Mary was just where she ought to be. She always was the clever one, they say she should have been a son. Will there be a paradise for such as me? I'll understand when fires need no tending, for so it is and evermore shall be. I'll get it when our clothes need no more mending, when the blind see and the dead will walk with me. She always was the clever one, they say she should have been a son. Will there be a paradise for such as me? Will there be a paradise for such as me?
That was wonderful.
You.
And over to our very own Glastonbury Festival, Mr. Jim Coombes.
What about Pete? I think Pete's got one. Were you going to sing one, Pete?
Yeah, I could sing one.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this songbook, which Maggie got. Maggie got given by.
Get on with it.
Anyway, it's a wonderful book. It's full of songs, some of which we know very well, none of which are credited to any authors. The only people who get credited are writers of bits of prose in it, like Woody Guthrie and Ewan MacColl and others. But there's a reading list at the back of extra stuff, and Ewan and Peggy can do no wrong. They published the New City Songster, a good periodical collection. but there's also mentions 100 songs of toil. I find this is very funny. Mainly traditional songs compiled by anti-Marxist imbecile Carl Dallas. If anyone who can remember that anti-Marxist imbecile, who wrote frequently.
I'd just like to point out any anti-Marxist is probably an imbecile.
anyway, this is a song.
Pete, didn't Carl Dallas go under the name Dread Phallus? His name was Fred Dallas, wasn't it?
He was Frederick Carl Dallas. I think his parents were strong.
I think he had a reputation, didn't he?
Yeah, for sounding his mouth off before he thought about it. Yes,
and other things, I think.
This is a song which I clearly recognise as being written by Leon Rosselson, but he gets no more credit than any other songwriter. Maybe it's a song we need for the moment. The cloth cap and the working class, as images are dated, for we are labels avant-garde and we are educated. By tax adjustments we have planned to institute the promised land. And just to show that we're sincere, we'll sing the red flag once a year. Firm principles and policies are open to objections, and the streamlined party image is the way to win elections. So raise the umbrella high, the bowler hat and college tie. We'll stand united, raise a cheer, and sing the red flag once a year. It's one step forward, one step back. Our dance is devilish daring. A leftward shuffle, a rightward tack, then pause to take our bearings. We'll reform the country bit by bit, so's nobody will notice it. Then ever after, never fear, we'll sing the red flag once a year. We will not cease from mental fight till every wrong is righted, and all men are equal quite, and all our leaders knighted. For we are sure if we persist to make the New Year's honours list, then every loyal Labour peer will sing the red flag once a year. So vote for us and not for them. We're just as true to NATO, and we'll be as calm and British when we steer the ship of Stato. We'll stand as firm as them to show we're patriotic gentlemen. Though man to man shall brothers be, deterrence is our policy. So raise the mushroom clouds on high, within their shade we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors sneer, we'll sing the red flag once a year. Definitely Leon Rosselson. And from many, many years ago.
Sorry for missing you out. I was actually very impressed that Jim seemed to turn to the side of where he thought you were to talk to you. I thought when you were missing, because in the way that it depends where your square is on the screen, as to you feel you could talk to the person next door. So I know Riggy's over there and Nick's over there. So anyway, hang on. Oh, someone's just shuffled round. But it's now. It should be Jim.
I'm on your screen, Bernard. Am I on top of you?
No, but you've just moved because someone jumped back in.
Oh, wow.
So
it's a lottery, isn't it?
No. Like I learned you could move people around, which makes it a lot easier emceeing actually.
I'm after Pete's song. I'm reminded of an old friend who didn't share the same political views as me, but he used to sing, "The working class can kiss my ass. I've got the foreman's job at last." Yeah. But I digress. This is by Diane Scanlon and Eve Nelson, but you might have heard it sung by Eva Cassidy, who I will freely admit sings it 1,000,000 times better than I'm going to.
nights in winter, the glowing fire lights up your face in orange and gold. I see your sweet smile shine through the darkness. Each line is etched on my memory, so I know you by heart. Mornings in April, sharing our secrets, we walked until the morning is gone. We were like children, laughing for hours. The joy you gave me lives on and on, 'cause I know you by heart. I still hear your voice on warm summer nights, whispering like the wind. Oh, you left in autumn, the leaves were turning. I walked down roads of orange and gold. I saw your sweet smile, I heard your laughter. You are still here beside me every day, 'cause I know you by heart. 'Cause I know you by heart.
Jacob, can you can't hear your dialogue?
Excellent as always. Over to Wendy.
That was lovely, Jim. Okay, I'm going to play some accompaniment, kindly provided by Simon Prager, who some of you may know. So I just have to set this up, so forgive me. Let me just put this on. Okay. Honey, please don't cry. Listen to me. There's no reason why we shouldn't agree. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. You're the only one I idolize. Don't cry, baby. Don't cry, baby. Dry your eyes. Let's be sweethearts again. You know I didn't mean to make you feel blue. Honest, I'll never do it again. Won't you forgive? Won't you forget? Do as I ask you to. You know you'll never regret if we just start anew. You know I'm sorry, oh, so sorry. Don't cry, baby, there's no one but you. Won't you forgive? Won't you forget? Do as I ask you to. You know you'll never regret if we just start anew. You know I'm sorry, oh, so sorry. Don't cry, baby, there's no one but you. Oh, don't cry, baby, there's no one but you.
Very nice.
Woo. I like the instrumental break and the going for the drink. I think that showed class. Knowing that it's true. Now, you have actually raised the stakes. It means Roger doesn't need to play guitar at all. He can just click on something on the screen.
I think it might be better if I didn't sing, actually. Especially on this one. Wendy ought to sing this one.
Take it away, Roger.
Well, yeah, as far as possible. Well, nobody's sort of taken the challenge up yet, but it's 50 years since Joni Mitchell's Blue album came out, apparently. So I thought somebody ought to do a song from it. Well, no one else is going to, so I'll do one. Not the obvious choice, I have to say. But anyway, see if I'm going to sort of, I'll have to talk through it like an actor would, you know, sort of get away with it that way. See if we go. Just before our love got lost, I said, constant as the northern star, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? I'll see you in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada. With your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet, oh, I could drink a case of you, ooh, darling. Still be on my feet, still be on my feet. I am a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints. I'm frightened by the devil. I'm drawn to those that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Well, surely you touch mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time.
You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet, and I could drink a case of you, darling. Still beyond my feet, still beyond my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your life, she knew your devils and your deeds. She said go to her, stay with her, but be prepared to bleed. You're in my blood like holy wine, tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still beyond my feet, still beyond my feet.
Wonderful.
Really good.
Oh, thank you.
And I was shocked in reading the Guardian at a list of lovers was like the list of sort of every songwriter, so that the one knows, you know, sort of she collected them like, you know, so well, who knows? And she can paint.
Yeah, there you go.
Every male songwriter that one.
Yeah, every male songwriter. I will agree. There's quite a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Over to Jill.
Okay, here's another. Oh, a poor girl, the man done wrong song. She went upstairs to make her bed, and not a word to her mother said. Her mother, she went upstairs too, saying, daughter, oh daughter, what's troubling you? Oh, mother dear, I cannot tell that railroad boy that I love so well. He's courted me my life away, and now at home he will not stay. There is a place in London town where the railroad boy, he sits him down. He takes a strange girl on his knee, and he never, never thinks of me. Her father, he came home from work, saying, where's my daughter? She seems so hurt. He went upstairs to give her hope, and he found her hanging from a rope. He took a knife and he cut her down, and in her bosom these words he found. Go dig my grave both wide and deep, with a marble stone at my head and feet, and at my head a white snow dove, to tell the world that I died of love.
It's lovely.
Now, Joni Mitchell was ill the other year. Has she recovered from this illness? Sort of, was she sort of?
She
Is
did
Joni Mitchell
rumours
still?
of my death have been exaggerated.
Yeah, no, but I thought she was very ill, but
She was ill. I think she's recovered a bit.
I think she's just generally weakened by life and smoking a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
But she did have this weird thing called Morgellons, which is a very strange disease, which I think that she's got over now. I'm not sure. I think so.
All right. Okay. Right.
So I tell you what, Bernard.
Yeah.
I bet you she's had a lot fewer lovers than David Crosby, for example.
Oh right. I don't
So
know.
you mustn't be mean.
You're asking the right man.
This must explain the smoking is obviously explained by this business about people having a cigarette after sex, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
Oh, stop it!
Ed, you're on
Quite well
next.
made,
I'm
Judith.
pleased you've chimed in there to save us.
Not our finest hour, folks.
Mm.
Ed, take it away.
I'd better raise the tone after that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, let's get back to the music.
Yeah, this is actually a genuine Cape Clear love song to a very old tune, but it's a relatively modern song. I may have sung it here before, I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll sing it. And if I might have to start again because invariably I never believe how high you need to sing it to succeed. But anyway, we'll see if I've learned my lesson yet. My love, my life, my stone wed wife, I wish I lay with thee. The light of moon and sun and stars, together we should see, but time and circumstance conspire that this now cannot be. Oh no. Yet joy I'll have, though far. It's me too low now. Oh my God, here we go. Excuse me. Yet joy I'll have, though far removed, if you remember me. Though skies be dark in winter storm, or in the summer blue, by day and night, both dark and light, 'tis then I think of you. My love, you're gone, needs must go on, till of this round I am free, yet joy I'd have, though far removed, if you remember me. Though seas of tears on strands of years must crush this life from me, if spirits live beyond the grave, then I will fly to thee. Though far I roam to seek your home, still there at peace I would be. My joys, they will last till time it is past. My love, remember me. Sorry about that.
You have moments in the research and development lounge, I think.
Try that.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Experimenting with. Now, where have we got to? So, John. John has got provisions, so he's fueled up and he's ready to go. John, you're on mute at the moment, so.
So I am. So I was. The Westport Girls.
And I think we go around again. Nick.
This is a Richard Thompson song, which when I heard it, explained to me why I left Huddersfield. Small town romance, backseat for a bed, nothing's to be whispered, rumours to be fed. Small town romance, everyone knows your mind. They peep from faded curtains, they've read your valentines. Oh, you got to get away. Oh, you got to get away. Oh, you got to get away. For they can't stand love in a small town. They knew you when you were weaning. They knew you when you were grown. They think they know all about you. They never leave you alone. Small town romance, there's too many jealousies. Old maids with long gone lovers, old flames with bad memories. Oh, you've got to get away. Oh, you've got to get away. Oh, you've got to get away. For they can't stand love in a small town. Midnight packing and leaving, note pinned to the sheets, tail lights blink in the distance, right through the painted streets. Small town romance, They'll break you if they can. They always said, I told you so. She never loved you anyway. Oh, 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 you can't have love in a small town. Oh, they never loved her anyway. Oh, she never loved him anyway. Oh, he never loved her anyway. Oh, you can't have love in a small town. Thank you.
My alcohol and ice cream baby, black lingerie and French perfume, Chardonnay Zabaglione, in the window of a candlelit room, dancing to a piano playing stop time, in a mirrored hall with a view of a garden planted like Vita's, in a million shades of blue. A poet named Dylan sang for her, but for her lover he politely declined. Her lover wrote another song for her, and her husband didn't seem to mind. She drives a hatchback through London, listening to Radio 4. A guy called Eddie Grundy says it's a bore to be poor. Money can't buy you happiness. Your health at home, why try? I'll buy you tutti frutti and champagne until the day I die. I love you, yes I do, and that is that. Na 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 na. It's Maggie, are you there? Yeah. Oh, Riggy, I've lost. Is Riggy there? No, I think Riggy's he's gone from my screen.
Yeah, mine too. He's not.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's, suddenly everyone shuffled round, and I had to work out who was missing, which sort of in the strange Zoom world we live in. Yeah. So I think it's over to Peter Maggie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We only see 9 at a time on this iPad, so we've been swiping away too.
And there's a funny thing that on our picture, Wendy and Roger are sitting next to each other, and they've got a window between them, which is sort of mirror image of the same window.
Now I see.
I don't explain that at all. Right.
Right. Okay. I think we had our summer holiday. We were very excited. We went camping on the weekend of the 11th, which is the last time we had summer weather, I think. And there was a campfire and everything. We didn't sing this, but thought about it afterwards. So we need you all joining in. Oh, you can't get to heaven.
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair.
In the rocking chair.
'Cause the Lord don't allow.
'Cause the Lord don't allow.
No lazy folks there.
No lazy folks there.
Oh, you can't get to heaven in a rocking chair. 'Cause the Lord don't allow no lazy folks there. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Oh, you can't get to heaven.
Oh, you can't get to heaven
on roller skates.
On roller skates.
'Cause you roll right through.
'Cause you roll right through
those pearly gates.
Those pearly gates.
Oh, you can't get to heaven on roller skates. 'Cause you roll right past those pearly gates. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Oh, you can't get to heaven.
Oh, you can't get to heaven.
In powder and paint.
In powder and paint.
Does it make you look?
Does it make you look
like what you ain't?
Like what you ain't.
Oh, you can't get to heaven in powder and paint. Does it make you look like what you ain't? Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. You want this one?
Oh, you can't get to heaven.
You can't get to heaven.
In an electric car.
In an electric car.
'Cause an electric car.
An electric car.
Won't get that far.
Won't get that far.
Oh, you can't go to heaven in an electric car.
An electric car won't go that far. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Oh, you can't get to heaven.
Oh, you can't get to heaven.
In a meeting on Zoom.
In a meeting on Zoom.
'Cause the Lord don't check.
'Cause the Lord don't check.
That waiting room.
That waiting room.
Oh, you can't get to heaven in a meeting on Zoom. The Lord don't check that waiting room. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more. Ain't gonna grieve my Lord no more.
Yay!
Thank you,
And
campers.
you can get to heaven in a Tesla because I'm reliably informed that they'll go 600 miles.
Whoa. Write us that.
No.
Do you know something about where heaven is that we don't, Wendy?
Oh, absolutely. It's at the end of the 73 bus route, of course.
Ah.
There used to be a toy shop on your high street. Called...
Isn't it near Croydon? That's where the pearly gates are.
Ah.
South London joke.
Are you singing us the song, or?
I think that's
you've done. Okay, I think we're over to Jim. I think we're over to Jim then, by my magic of
Right.
Zoom.
I think anybody who's been to a scout camp will be very familiar with that song. You didn't sing about the baked bean tin?
Go on, you'll have to teach us that one.
You never get heaven in a baked bean tin because a baked bean tin's got baked beans in.
Oh, we
We
forgot.
used to sing at the Playtex bar, which wouldn't stretch that far. That was the
yeah,
other
the
one.
scouts like that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
it's a
had
guide.
one from Woodcraft. in our kids' generation, also Thatcher's bra was topical. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Bit pre-Thatcher.
This feels like a subject we've been singing around all night. Some people find this song distasteful. I don't know whether I should smile or apologise about that, but this is a song by Al Neville, who you may have come across. It's east of London, and it's about heather. I've been going out a while with heather, which means of course that we've been staying in. We spend most of our evenings together,
avoiding any contact with a pin. Heather's my inflatable woman. She's the only one I need, push comes to shove. She lives in the back of my wardrobe, but it definitely isn't cupboard love. She never turns up late for an appointment, even when she feels a little flat. She never gives me cause for disappointment, and I let her down gently after that. Heather's my inflatable woman. She's the only one I need, push comes to shove. She lives in the back of my wardrobe, but it definitely isn't cupboard love. And when we have a special celebration, a birthday or an anniversary, she always gets pumped up for the occasion and has that rounded smile that's just for me. 'Cause Heather's my inflatable woman. She's the only one I need, push comes to shove. She lives in the back of my wardrobe, but it definitely isn't cupboard love. Now Heather is the one that helps me buck up. Trust me, even though she never even speaks. If you meet her, you might think she's stuck up, but that's because I've had to mend some leaks. 'Cause Heather's my inflatable woman. She's the only one I need, push comes to shove. She lives in the back of my wardrobe, but it definitely isn't cupboard love. Now, getting Heather up can be a slow job, don't trust me. It makes me wonder as her arms unbend, which one of us gives the better blow job. Either way, I'm puffed out by the end. 'Cause Heather's my inflatable woman. She's the only one I need, push comes to shove. She lives in the back of my wardrobe, but it definitely isn't cupboard love. No, it definitely isn't cupboard love.
Welcome to another edition of Naked Attraction. Over to Wendy, the real thing.
It's a far cry from C.S. Lewis, isn't it? Yeah, I think I don't know quite what to say. Right. I think I've kind of skated over quite a lot of genres tonight. So this is yet another one. This is country. Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it isn't true, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? Tell me no secrets, tell me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me and don't make me cry. Say anything, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. I didn't know just what I had. But honey, now I do. And don't it make my brown eyes blue? Oh, tell me no secrets, tell me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me and don't make me cry. Say anything, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. I didn't know just what I had. But honey, now I do. And don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Over to Roger.
Is there anyone else, Bern? It's 10:30. Is there anyone else who would like? You know, I'm always
Well,
here.
I think
so-
I was going to sort of go round to Ed and John and finish off that way, sort of.
Yeah,
So I thought that would probably finish us off.
Yeah, well, I'll drop out and let you move on. That's fine.
Okay, Jill, are you in? No, I think she's dropping out. Ed, have you got another song? Ed, are you there? You're on mute at the moment. Hello, Ed. Come in. I think it looks as though... John, are you going to play us out with the tune then?
Oh, right. I've been on non-mute all this time without realising. Yeah. I could play her out with an Angel Band tune if you want to suggest one.
Oh, an Angel Band tune. Oh.
So I'll do Red Pigeons. Red Pigeons.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. I got trapped by the technology, which wouldn't move. But anyway, never mind. Next time.
Yeah, next time we're all saying good night, and we're re-meeting on July the 7th, and it's our end of term party. Bring booze and 8th. I'm counting Nick's fingers there. Yeah, so July 8th. So and then we're breaking up for the summer because we're just wild things, and sort of we've got so much to do. So and then hopefully we're finding a pub somewhere.
But
Or
don't forget the distant people if you can.
Yeah.
Somehow incorporate
We
Zoom.
will. But
With a
we just
garden.
have to all hum along to "There's a pub for us, somewhere a pub for us."
Trousers, Nick.
All
Thank
out to
you.
clear, I think. For have you got
Yes,
room
come
out
for a
there,
summer
Ed?
holiday. If you've got
No.
tents, we've got loads of space.
No, it's just...
Now there's
okay. Well,
aren't you outside the UK now though? Don't we have to get visas and passports and car
No, it's common travel area. That they won't do that. Not in the foreseeable.
oh, common travel area. That's a phrase, isn't it?
Where are you, Ed?
Off Ireland.
He's on the island
Yeah,
of
I'm on
Clear.
an island off the coast.
Off Ireland.
Yeah.
Bring a boat.
Yeah. Then there's always California.
Well, come here first, and then go to California.
Yeah, on our way over. Yeah.
Yeah. Governor said
Because
it's
we're
open.
just off the Fastnet Rock, which is always known as the teardrop of Ireland.
And of course,
people cried when
Glastonbury.
we passed.
We've got a check-in, sort of although Hackney.
Hackney is fine. Clissold Park. Why do we need to go as far as Glastonbury?
Well, yes, true. If anybody knows of a bandstand in the area that I can scope out, then let me know.
There's one
Hampstead
on
Heath.
Primrose Hill. Maggie and I walked past it, I'm sure.
Well, there's a bandstand
Parliament
in
Hampstead
Greenfield
Heath.
Park.
Primrose Hill is,
Yeah.
Parliament Hill.
It's very odd to negotiate.
Parliament Hill's got one.
I've tried to
Yeah.
film on
Oh.
I think Clissold Park
Boulders
got
Hill
rid of their
Park has
bandstand.
No,
Oh.
so
I think there have been territorial wars over them too.
Well, my ukulele band went and sort of perched in one at 1 o'clock, and two guys came along who looked as though they wanted to play five-a-side football in it. And since we decided there weren't any seats there, we went and sat somewhere else, actually in the shade.
But the bandstand's got good acoustics if you play in them.
yeah,
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. Yeah. But it means that everyone's going to bring their own seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not impossible.
Yeah, no. Well, I had mine on the Brompton. I had it over my shoulder, and my ukulele. No. Carry everything.
Ones you can carry.
When we played the bandstand on Clapham Common a couple of times, I had bass clarinet, B flat clarinet, seat, microphone stands.
On a bicycle? No,
on a trolley that I
on a trolley.
Oh.
Actually, thinking about it, that the next session is, if it's of any value to the bass clarinetist, is the day before Eric Dolphy's birthday. If it's any help.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that. Eric Dolphy's 9th of. I mean, he's my hero.
Oh, there's a
Yeah, remarkable.
Okay, well, so bye and thank you.
Yes.
Bye, Bernard. Thanks very
Stay
much.
safe, people.
Bye.
Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that variant is out there waiting
Thank you for
for
being
us
so
to
welcoming.
fall prey to it.
Wendy Lampson has left the meeting.
Take care.
Bobby
Bye-bye.
has left the meeting.
Bye.